Padres fans actually have a chance to get their own hands on some pretty cool memorabilia. Terry Melia from SCP Auctions is with us now, and Tony Gwynn's collection, Mr. Padre, is up for auction now, and you've brought in a couple of these pieces here. And what can people bid on online to have some of these things for themselves?
Well, again, it's at scpauctions.com. We have over 100 lots up of Tony's personal memorabilia collection. It was consigned to us from Alicia Gwynn, and a portion of the proceeds from the auction will actually go towards the Tony and Alicia Gwynn Foundation, which is a nonprofit that they started back in 1995, and it basically creates opportunities for today's youth. Tony
played for the Padres for 20 seasons, one of the greatest hitters of all time, and one of the pièce de résistance that you say is this Louisville Slugger, Silver Slugger Award from Tony from 1987.
Right. Tony actually achieved 7 different Silver Slugger Awards through the years. These are awards that are given to a player at each position every season who excels in the offensive categories. Tony, of course, was a prolific hitter. This from the 1987 season, this recognizes his .370 batting average, 218 hits that season, and it's, again, one of 7, but it's one of 2 Silver Slugger Awards that will be in the auction for the next 2.5 weeks.
We've also got a couple of jerseys, obviously a Padres jersey and an Aztecs jersey. Explain these.
The Aztecs uniform is from Tony's years at San Diego State when he was a terrific playmaking point guard for the Aztecs. He actually still holds the team record for season assists as well as career assists, 221 and 590 if you're counting. So he was obviously a terrific basketball player, but then he also played 3 seasons, of course, in baseball, and that's where he took his pursuits. The Gwynn jersey here on my right is actually a throwback jersey that the Padres were wearing back in 1998 as kind of a tribute to the 1978 look. So that chocolate brown and yellow motif was really working for him back then. But this is a great jersey in itself because he wore it during a game, and actually he went 2 for 4 that night. So true to form, he got a couple of hits.
We've also got a couple of baseballs of when he had some significant hints in his career, a baseball bat signed, game-used bat signed by Tony. Give us an idea of what these things are going to go for at auction and what the prices might be.
Basically, each one of the items that we're looking at right now have a minimum starting bid. Some of them start at $250. This particular piece right here starts at $2,500. Again, the online auction will take on a life of its own through the progression of 2.5 weeks. Certainly the jerseys and the game-used uniform there from the Aztecs, those will go for big bucks.
I think an interesting part of this is the fact that all these items came from Tony's house itself, right?
Right. Each one of these were consigned to us from Alicia. We actually went down to the residence in Poway, and according to my boss, David Kohler, Tony Gwynn probably had the most impressive personal memorabilia collection on display in his home as any other athlete that he's ever seen through 30 years in the industry.
Alicia, Tony's wife, obviously working with you to put all this together. Why is it that they are auctioning these items off now?
Well, in Alicia's words, it was an opportunity to continue Tony's dream of not only giving back to the community, but also to create opportunities for today's youth, because a portion of the proceeds will, of course, go towards their foundation. And that was something they started back in 1995, and obviously they're pretty passionate about.
And SCP Auctions is the place that they can go and bid, and we will provide a link on our website as well. You can go to fox5sandiego.com and click on the CNOD tab. Terry, thanks so much for bringing all this memorabilia by, and best of luck with the auction.
Thank you, Troy.